Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at some really promising sectors for investment in 2025.
Yeah, we'll be breaking down why these sectors are poised for growth based on, solid market research, economic indicators.
Exactly. We're going to cover artificial intelligence, clean energy, healthcare technology, cybersecurity, and advanced manufacturing.
Should be a good one.
Definitely. If you guys are excited to uncover these opportunities with us, make sure you subscribe to the channel and give this video a like.
Yeah, definitely do that. All right, let's dive in.
Okay, so first, it's super important to think about the bigger picture, right?
Yeah, absolutely. When we're evaluating the potential of a sector, I kind of consider some key factors.
Totally.
Market trends obviously play a crucial role, but we also need to look at the innovation happening within that sector.
Sure.
Are there any groundbreaking technologies or disruptions on the horizon?
Right. And what's the global demand like? Is it a sector with limited appeal, or does it have widespread international interest?
And of course, sustainability is becoming more and more important.
Absolutely. Investors are increasingly focused on ESG factors, so understanding how a sector aligned with those principles is crucial.
Couldn't agree more.
Okay, so zooming out a bit to look at the overall economic landscape. The U.S. economy is projected to grow by 2.1% in 2024.
That's decent. But inflation is still a concern.
Yeah, it's lingering around 3.4%, creating some uncertainty. This kind of mixed bag of economic conditions definitely impacts different sectors in various ways.
Definitely.
We also have to factor in things like those new trade agreements popping up in Asia and the ongoing supply chain disruptions.
Yeah, global dynamics always play a role.
And then there's that incredible amount of global R&D spending. It reached a whopping $2.5 trillion in 2024.
That's huge. A large chunk of that investment is going towards sectors like AI and clean energy, signaling a lot of confidence in their future potential.
It's definitely a sign of where things are heading. And on a global scale, you've got economies like India that are projected to see significant growth.
Yeah, like India's looking at a 6.3% GDP growth in 2025.
Wow, that kind of growth creates a ripple effect, opening up really exciting investment opportunities in healthcare, manufacturing, all sorts of areas.
Definitely. And speaking of shifts in investor priorities, we can't overlook the focus on sustainability. We've got a massive $40 trillion in ESG-focused assets under management right now.
That's a really clear indicator that investors are putting their money where their values are and that sustainable businesses are set to thrive.
Okay, so let's jump into our top 5 sectors for 2025, starting with artificial intelligence and machine learning.
It feels like AI is just exploding right now. It's impacting almost every industry you can think of.
It's not just a niche technology anymore.
Exactly. And one of the things that I find really interesting is how the rapid growth of AI is being driven by all these strategic acquisitions.
Yeah, major players are solidifying their positions in the market, and the whole sector is maturing incredibly quickly.
Right. And the projections for AI's economic impact are just mind-blowing. By 2030, it's expected to contribute something like $15.7 trillion to the global economy.
And it's important to remember that this is all happening within a rapidly changing regulatory landscape.
Definitely. As AI becomes more powerful, we need to ensure it's being used responsibly and ethically.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about some of the companies that are making waves in AI. NVIDIA is a great example.
Yeah, their H100 GPUs are pretty much the gold standard for AI infrastructure right now.
And their growth is reflecting that. They reported a 36% year-over-year revenue increase in the last quarter of 2024.
That's incredible.
But we should also look at companies that specialize in AI applications, not just the hardware.
Totally.
Palantir's doing really well with their platform. Their revenue has surged by 45% year-over-year. That growth is being driven largely by their expanding commercial client base.
They're definitely making their mark.
Yeah.
And of course, we can't talk about AI without mentioning Microsoft. It seems like they're everywhere these days. Their partnership with OpenAI has been a game changer.
Yeah, and their Azure AI services are becoming more powerful all the time.
Absolutely.
Okay, so moving on from AI, let's talk about clean energy and storage technologies. This is a sector that's finally gone mainstream.
Yeah, it's so exciting to see clean energy go from niche to necessity. Advancements in battery technology and storage solutions have really addressed a lot of the obstacles to widespread adoption.
And you've got this global push towards clean energy with countries setting those ambitious net zero emissions targets.
Yeah, and in the U.S., the Inflation Reduction Act is pumping billions of dollars into clean energy projects.
Definitely.
And on top of that, the cost of renewable energy installations is going down, which makes it more accessible and attractive than ever.
It's a good time to be in clean energy. There are some companies out there that are really well positioned for growth.
Absolutely, like First Solar.
Yeah, they're known for their industry-leading efficiency rates in solar technology. They're a solid bet.
What about the residential solar market? It seems like there's a lot of potential there too.
There is. Enphase Energy is a dominant force in that market. They control a pretty significant significant share of the residential solar installations.
Makes sense. They got a really strong profit margin, which shows they're doing something right.
Yeah.
And then there's Tesla. They're obviously known for their electric vehicles, but their energy storage segment is becoming a real powerhouse.
Yeah, they saw their energy storage revenue grow by 40% year over year in 2024. That's a clear sign of the increasing demand for reliable energy storage solutions.
Definitely. Okay, let's shift gears to healthcare technology. The pandemic really accelerated the adoption of digital health solutions, and we're seeing tons of innovation in biotechnology as well.
Yeah, it's really fascinating to see how technology is reshaping the entire healthcare landscape.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And then you have the aging global population and the rising cost of healthcare.
Yeah, those factors alone are driving this massive demand for innovative solutions. Global healthcare spending hit $10.3 trillion in 2024. That's a huge number.
It's a massive market. So which companies are standing out to you in the healthcare technology space?
Well, companies like United Health Group, with their focus on digital health through their Optum platform, are definitely in a good position for growth.
Anyone else?
Yeah, Viva Systems is another one to watch.
Okay.
They provide cloud-based software solutions specifically for the pharmaceutical industry, and their operating margin is really strong.
Interesting.
And of course, there's Intuitive Surgical. They're the undisputed leader in robotic surgery.
They're in a league of their own.
Absolutely. They dominate the market for minimally invasive procedures, and their premium valuation in the market is a reflection of their innovative technology.
Okay, so we've covered AI, clean energy, and healthcare technology.
3 down, 2 to go.
Before we move on, I just want to remind everyone to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like if you're enjoying the discussion. We'll be back in just a moment to dive into cybersecurity.
It's going to be a good one. Okay, so let's jump into cybersecurity. This sector has become so crucial, with the increasing sophistication of cyber attacks.
It really has. It feels like businesses and individuals are facing these constantly evolving threats. Cybersecurity is not just an afterthought anymore.
It really isn't. It's a fundamental aspect of doing business in our digital world. And what's interesting to me is how cybersecurity solutions are becoming much more comprehensive.
In what way?
Well, we're seeing platforms that are incorporating AI, zero trust architectures, cloud native solutions. It's all about providing that really robust protection.
So like a multi-layered approach.
Exactly. And regulations like GDPR in Europe are pushing organizations to invest much more heavily in cybersecurity.
What about in the US?
Yeah, there's a growing emphasis on data privacy here as well. Gartner actually predicts that global spending on cybersecurity will surpass $200 billion by 2025.
Wow, that's a huge market.
It is, and it's only going to get bigger.
So for investors who are looking to capitalize on this growth, who are some of the key players they should be watching?
Well, Palo Alto Networks is a big one. They're a market leader with consistent revenue growth.
How consistent are we talking?
They're exceeding 25% year-over-year growth. Their focus on next-generation security solutions is really resonating with customers.
What about endpoint security? It seems like protecting individual devices and networks is getting more challenging.
You're absolutely right, and CrowdStrike is a company that's doing really well in that area.
What are they known for?
They have this cloud-native endpoint protection platform that a lot of businesses rely on, and their gross margin is impressive. It shows their operational efficiency.
It sounds like there are a lot of companies that specialize in very specific areas of cybersecurity. Are there any that offer a more comprehensive approach?
Yeah, Fortinet is a good example of that. They have a broad range of security solutions, and they've got this strong track record of growth and stability.
So they're a good option for investors who are maybe looking for a more balanced approach?
I think so.
Okay, let's move on to advanced manufacturing and robotics, a sector that seems to be going through this incredible transformation.
It really is. We're seeing technologies like industrial robotics, 3D printing, smart factories. They're revolutionizing traditional manufacturing processes.
Yeah, it feels like we're moving away from mass production and toward more customized and flexible manufacturing models.
Exactly. And all those recent supply chain disruptions have really accelerated the adoption of these automated solutions.
So companies are realizing they need more resilient and adaptable manufacturing processes to deal with all the complexities of global trade.
They are.
And rising labor costs are obviously a big factor driving automation, but it's not just about saving money, right?
No, you're right. Automation can also lead to greater efficiency, better quality control, increased productivity overall.
And the potential economic impact is huge.
It is. McKinsey estimates that automation could add $1.2 trillion to the global economy by 2030.
Wow. So for investors who are interested in getting in on this, which companies should they be looking at in the advanced manufacturing and robotics space?
Rockwell Automation is a clear leader in industrial automation. They've got a long history of innovation and a really strong market leadership position.
What about companies that are more focused on specific industries within manufacturing?
Deere & Co. is a good example of that.
What do they do?
They're at the forefront of precision agriculture technology.
Interesting.
They're using sensors, data analytics, automation to optimize farming practices.
So they're not just making tractors anymore.
Nope, they're really embracing technology to transform the agricultural landscape.
That's pretty cool. Are there any companies that are focused more broadly on robotics and automation across different industries?
Yes, ABB Ltd is a global leader in that area. They provide robotics and automation solutions for all sorts of industries, from manufacturing and logistics to energy and transportation.
So they've got a really wide reach.
They do. So we've covered a lot of ground today. We've talked about AI, clean energy, healthcare technology, cybersecurity, and advanced manufacturing.
It's clear that each of these sectors is ripe with opportunity. Technological advancements, evolving market dynamics, global trends, it's all happening so fast, and innovation is just exploding across these sectors.
It is. It's a really exciting time to be an investor because all of these technologies are creating some really significant opportunities for growth.
But it's also important to remember that investing always involves risk.
Absolutely.
That's why diversification is so important. It helps spread the risk.
Exactly. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, especially with markets being as volatile as they are these days.
Definitely not. We've discussed a lot of really interesting companies today, but of course, this is not personal investment advice.
Absolutely not. It's really important for everyone to do their own thorough research.
Yeah, you need to understand a company's financials, its competitive landscape, the whole picture.
And of course, you have to consider your own individual investment goals and your own personal risk tolerance. Those are key factors.
Absolutely. We've covered a lot of ground today. Hopefully, our listeners feel a little more empowered to explore these investment opportunities in 2025 and beyond. It's really an exciting time.
It is. I guess as a final thought, I would say, think about which of these sectors really resonates with you.
Yeah, which ones align with your values, your long-term vision? Investing isn't just about financial returns.
Right. It can also be an opportunity to support the companies and the technologies that are shaping the future.
Yeah.
Think about the kind of impact you want to make with your investments.
Yeah, do you want to be a part of the AI revolution or the transition to clean energy?
Yeah.
What about the advancements in healthcare?
Exactly. Those are big questions, but they're worth considering.
For sure. Your investment choices can really reflect your values and help build the kind of future you want to see.
Well said. And don't forget, continuous learning is key. Stay informed, keep researching, and pay attention to the trends.
And be sure to subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoyed today's deep dive. We'll be back soon with another exploration of the exciting world of investing. Until then, happy investing, everyone.